New video titled, My Dog Hates My Supra.
Alright guys, shout out to SeatGeek for helping me surprise my dog with the brand new Supra. Enzo, come here. Come here, Enzo. Come here. Come here. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and it's especially been a while since I've done a BMW video. So here you go, I'm bringing you a BMW related video. This is the new Supra that we got maybe like a month or two ago, but I just haven't had a chance to do a video with it yet because I got back from college, I was finishing up finals, and then when I came back it was just bad weather the whole time. So finally I'm gonna do a video, and I'm just gonna kind of give a first impressions of the Supra and maybe some drive-by clips, some exhaust clips, and yeah, kind of just tell you guys what my first impressions of the car are. So shout out to Zach_F82 for filming this for me. That's another reason I couldn't put any videos. I didn't have my main camera guy with me. Now we're just gonna head back to somewhere in the neighborhood and get some cool clips and do just some general discussions about the car. Okay, so I'm sure most of y'all have already seen the main reviews and stuff on Supras, so I'm not gonna go over main details and specifics. Oh, let's go! So I'm not gonna bore you guys with the statistics and stuff of the car. It's a B58 BMW motor. Everybody knows this already. So I'm just gonna give you a cold start just because why not? That's the BMW chirp as well. That's a cold start, extremely quiet. And before y'all ask which car I like better, F80 or Supra, as of now, F80 is way more fun, but that's also because it's kind of modified a little bit. So I'm interested to see if I'm gonna be allowed to modify the Supra and make it as crazy as the F80. We'll find out soon. Sean probably won't let me, but you know, I gotta do it for my subscribers, so I might have to overrule him with the downpipe. But in the meantime, we're gonna let it warm up and make sure Enzo doesn't run out of the gate. While we're letting the Supra warm up a little bit, we're gonna do a little license plate frame install, just like the throwback video. And basically, I took my spare plate and I painted these white accents to black because I wanted the all clean black look. And I know some of y'all are gonna be like, oh, it's illegal to tamper with your plate. Oh, I know it's illegal. It's also illegal to tamper with your exhaust, but sometimes you gotta live life on the edge. Shout out to my boy Kent.
Oh, sure, Alvali.
Alright, so a lot of people tell me that German Shepherds get lonely when they're by themselves. Since Enzo's an only dog, I decided to get him a Husky and see how he likes playing with him. Enzo!
He's licking it, I think he likes it.
They're getting along great. Husky's still a puppy, he's a little small right now, but we're gonna use Husky to change this license plate out real quick. This is the before, that's the after. Zach says it's bad that I painted over that barcode. Only time will tell. So as you remember from the previous video, slide the plate into the grooves. There you go, this is how you install a license plate frame. Okay, there we go. I think it looks pretty clean. I like it. We'll see how it holds up. Hopefully the paint doesn't come off. I used some like high heat resistance barbecue paint for those of y'all wondering, just because that's the only black paint I had at home. So we'll see how it holds up. I did not do a clear coat on it.
Believe it or not, it is on.
So right now we're just driving to the back of the neighborhood and we're gonna get some good clips back there, but I'll start off by talking about the interior of the car and my impressions of it. So pretty much, as you can see, all of the controls and everything are BMW shifter and everything. You know, even the turn stocks, the windshield wiper stock, all that is BMW. The windshield controls, even the door latches are straight BMW. All the iDrive, everything. which in my opinion is not a bad thing, because I personally think the BMW systems are better and more user-friendly than Toyotas are, and also a little bit higher quality. So I think it's a good thing they let BMW take care of that, because it's just a little bit more advanced. The only thing that I don't like that they did, whether it's BMW's fault or Toyota's fault, is that the steering wheel on the car is a non-M Sport steering wheel, meaning it's skinnier and it's just not as sporty looking. So I think they should have either used a full-on like M wheel, like what you get in an M3 or an M2, or at least an M Sport from like a 335 or a 340 M Sport, because that's just a thicker wheel, it has a nicer stitching, it's just a little bit better, in my opinion. Besides that, I think the dash is really cool looking. Here, if you want to show the dash. So in comfort mode, this is what the dash looks like, just regular, and then when you throw it into sport, it just kind of raises your gear or lowers your gear and changes your red shift lights, and the whole thing flashes when you want to shift gears. It's pretty sporty feeling in the inside. Zach was mentioning just a second ago how the roof is double bubble, and it actually shows the double bubble from the inside, which we both thought was cool, because maybe if you're like wearing a helmet or something on track, then it actually gives you that extra inch or so, which is really necessary if you're about 6 foot like us, because this is a pretty small cockpit for a car, as most sports cars are, but you don't have much space to afford, at least with these seats. Maybe if you threw some bucket seats in them, it'll probably lower your seating position a little bit, but I think
it's a thinner seat, you could go further back.
Yeah, exactly, because these seats are pretty bulky, and they're not bad seats. They're just not necessarily like good seats for tracking. They're not as bolstered as like an M seat or a Porsche seat at all. So like they're comfortable, of course, but it's more of like a roadster type of seat, and we'll get some clips and show you guys what we're talking about. But right now we got to the spot, so we're just gonna go outside and do kind of a exterior discussion now. Maybe get a couple exhaust clips and drive-by clips and wrap up the video. So we're gonna go outside and get some more clips. Okay, so starting off from the front of the car, I left the car running because I wanted to show you guys one thing specifically. I really like the DRLs. A lot of people like to make fun of how big these headlights are, because if you look at it, like this is my arm for comparison. It's literally like the length of my arm. That's a huge headlight proportionate to the car, but there's some pretty sharp looking headlights. I think I like the way they look. The only thing that I don't like about the front end or the car in general is all of these fake vents. These are all spots where they could have actually put effective cooling vents or aero vents, and they're all just fake plastic vents, and that's one thing I don't like. However, I know there's some aftermarket coming out for it where they're, you know, some real carbon fiber ones that actually channel air to the brakes. These are fake as well, which I don't know why, because that's a perfect spot for cooling. This is one other thing that's really big about the car is the hood. I'm gonna show you guys. When you pop the hood is when you realize how big it really is. It's just a huge hood. Like, look how big that is. So part of that is because the hood kind of blends into the fender. So part of this is fender and quarter panel. But as you can see in the engine bay while we're here, it's pretty much literally a BMW V58, but with a Toyota cover on it. So there's actually certain spots where you see, it's literally like on the VIN, it's got BMW roundels. Don't look at my VIN number, BMW right there. Literally everything drivetrain related on the car is BMW. Like I said, I'm not complaining about it. It's just something to notice, and it's nothing new. Everybody already knows that, so we'll move to the back of the car. I think another thing that would have been cool is if they did the M mirrors, like on the M3, M4, where they connect up here. I think that would have looked really cool. I know there's some people who have done some like retro fits to it, and they look really good. But now moving to the back of the car, this is honestly my favorite part of the car. I think everybody pretty much agrees. Cool that it comes with a diffuser like that from factory. And that's actually your reverse light. Besides that, one more thing I'll address is a lot of people always ask like what's the GR stand for, and that's Gazoo Racing, which is one of Toyota's race teams. And basically the reason they gave credit to Gazoo Racing by badging all the Supras like that, basically everything you see on the exterior was helped from Gazoo Racing, which is why they got their own badge on it. And I saw a couple guys on the Facebook groups and stuff saying that they thought it would be cool if they had a little Gazoo Racing badge on the steering wheel, kind of like how M does the little M accents on the wheels and the steering wheel. And I completely agree. I think that would have made the steering wheel look a lot better. It's kind of bland in my opinion, like we talked about earlier. One more thing, as we mentioned from the inside, the double bubble, I don't know if you can pick it up from this angle. One thing that's kind of annoying is you can only open the trunk from the key or the inside. There's no latch out here. A little bit inconvenient, but not a big deal. So this is the trunk. It comes with this little hatch thing, which I guess is cool, but you can move it if you need you can take it out if you need to place other stuff in here. And they come with these Supra mats. They don't come with the microfibers, disclaimer. But yeah, there's two little subwoofers there, JBL audio, pretty good. Nothing special, but I kind of like this trunk style because you can fit deeper into, it goes deeper in for a two-door, you know what I'm saying? Now we'll do some exhaust clips. And one thing I was telling Zach is while the exhaust is pretty quiet on idle and cruising, it pops pretty well. So you guys will hear that right now. We're gonna do some drive-by clips down my street over here. I'll attempt to make an edit for you guys. I'm by no means a Tony Sanj or Joe Knows Best, but I'll put together some sort of edit with the copyright-free music so I don't lose my $5 of commission on this video. One more thing I forgot to mention about the interior is I really like this wireless charging. It's kind of hard to get the phone in and out of. I think they did that on purpose so you don't reach for it while you're texting. But it's a wireless charger right there and your USB is right here. So I think that's really cool, the wireless charging. And you still have 2 cup holders and a storage space. So not much storage, but it's a Supra. You're not buying it for storage. It's honestly a pretty comfortable, practical car as is. So like you really could daily it if it was just like, if you're the only person, a single person just driving by yourself, you don't have kids or something, then it's a pretty easy car. You could daily. It's not that low or anything, and it's decent on gas because B58, but. Alright guys, so I hope y'all enjoyed the car video. Finally doing some car videos while I'm back. And I'm probably going to do some more installs. I think I'm going to do a M3 lowering spring video next week. I've got an appointment with EMG to take the M3 there. And that pretty much concludes this video. Let me know if you want more Supra videos. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at AryanM3. Like and comment. And just give me some feedback in the comments below and give me some ideas of what to film. I know everyone's got a Supra, so I'm trying to do some original stuff with it. I don't want to do the typical review and all that stuff. I'm going to do some entertaining stuff with it. So y'all let me know. Thanks for watching. See y'all in the next video.